latest jab. Khabib taunts McGregor after Tyson meetup. The MMA world is buzzing with fresh verbal sparring between arch-rivals Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor, ignited by Khabib's recent pointed social media jab. This comes as the UFC's unprecedented White House event for June 2026 gains more concrete details, with several top fighters already vying for a spot on what promises to be a historic card. Welcome back to Combat Buzz Daily. Today we've got a huge update involving Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor, whose long-standing rivalry just escalated with a cutting social media comment. We also have reactions from potential participants regarding the groundbreaking UFC White House event, breaking info about its ambitious scale, and updates on the continuous war of words between the Eagle and the Notorious. Let's jump straight into it. The long-standing animosity between former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor has once again flared up, with the Eagle delivering a brutal social media jab aimed squarely at McGregor's grappling deficiencies. The latest shot was fired after a video circulated showing Conor McGregor demonstrating boxing techniques to legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson. Nurmagomedov seized the opportunity, commenting on the video with a succinct and pointed message: "Show me how to wrestle." This recent comment, posted on December 13, 2025, serves as a harsh reminder of their dominant clash at UFC 229 in 2018, where Khabib secured a decisive submission victory over the Irishman. The job highlights Nurmagomedov's consistent dismissal of McGregor's overall MMA skill set, particularly his wrestling and ground game, which proved to be McGregor's undoing in their highly anticipated lightweight title bout. The "show me how to wrestle" remark is just the latest salvo in an ongoing online war of words between the two superstars, who rarely miss an opportunity to trade insults. This recent exchange follows McGregor's earlier accusations in November 2025, where he slammed Nurmagomedov for scamming fans with a digital papaka, traditional Dagestani hat, auction. McGregor claimed Khabib was using his late father's legacy and Dagestani culture for a quick profit, stating, "What a shame and a stain on his father's name. Just wow. To scam fans using his father and his country's culture is just so low." Nurmagomedov quickly hit back, refuting the accusations and calling McGregor an absolute liar, while defending the digital project as a way to share Dagestani traditions globally. Adding fuel to the fire, Khabib also recently invited McGregor to his rehabilitation centers in Dagestan for treatment, asserting, "Mexico didn't help you, as far as I can see." This pointed remark came after McGregor himself had claimed to be saved and healed following trauma treatment in Mexico. The relentless back and forth illustrates that even years after their historic fight, the rivalry between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor remains as intense and personal as ever. In other massive news, the long-rumored UFC White House event is officially confirmed to be in the advanced planning stages for June 14, 2026. This historic event, spearheaded by President Donald Trump to celebrate America's 250th anniversary, is set to feature an arena built directly in front of the White House, accommodating 5,000 to 6,000 live spectators, with an additional 100,000 fans watching on large screens behind. UFC CEO Dana White has confirmed that the official fight lineup will be booked in February, but President Trump has already teased an unprecedented 8 or 9 championship fights. Fighters like Conor McGregor, Jon Jones, Alex Pereira, Michael Chandler, and Islam Makhachev have all publicly expressed interest in participating in this monumental card. Our top story today involves President Donald Trump, who has just announced an unprecedented UFC event. According to statements he made at the 48th Kennedy Center Honors Gala, he said, "They're gonna have 8 or 9 championship fights, the biggest fights they've ever had. Every one is a championship fight, and every one is a legendary type of fight." This has caused major reactions across the MMA community. Fans and media are speculating wildly about potential matchups and the sheer scale of this historic event, set for June 14, 2026, to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. President Trump also revealed that UFC CEO Dana White is holding back fights right now for 6 months so he can do it for 250, indicating a deliberate strategy to stack this card. Analysts believe Dana White is strategically holding back major fights to build the most historic card possible for this monumental occasion, potentially featuring more than double the usual number of title bouts seen at a UFC event. This situation could profoundly affect the UFC White House event on June 14, 2026, and its potential impact on the entire championship landscape, especially if President Trump and the UFC deliver on these ambitious promises.
Dana White is overseeing the construction of a temporary arena on the South Lawn, designed to accommodate 5,000 to 6,000 seated fans. Additionally, enormous screens will be set up in a nearby park, allowing an estimated 100,000 spectators to experience the event. While McGregor's manager has been linked to the idea of his client participating, other fighters like Islam Makhachev have expressed caution about fighting at such a unique venue. UFC CEO Dana White has clarified that while the event is indeed on, security is a massive issue, limiting the on-site capacity to under 5,000 people. White has stated that matchmaking plans will begin in early 2026, likely around February or March. The excitement for this unprecedented event also intertwines with the ongoing war of words between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. Just recently, Khabib took a brutal jab at McGregor after the Notorious showed off his boxing techniques to Mike Tyson in a viral video. Khabib commented, "Show me how to wrestle," a stark reminder of his dominant submission victory at UFC 229 in 2018. This follows McGregor's accusations of Nurmagomedov scamming fans with a digital papaca auction, to which Khabib responded by calling McGregor a liar. While Conor McGregor has expressed his keen interest in competing at the White House event, sources also reveal an 18-month suspension over drug test unavailability for McGregor, which Khabib reportedly mocked, casting doubt on his participation. However, McGregor's suspension is expected to end in March 2026, making a White House return plausible.
Dana White recently responded to President Donald Trump's ambitious claims regarding the upcoming UFC White House event, where Trump stated that White is holding back fights right now for 6 months so he can do it for 250, and that the card will feature 8 or 9 championship fights. While there isn't a direct quote from White specifically saying, "Yes, I am holding back fights," his subsequent comments provide clarification. Dana seemed focused on the logistics and the proper timeline for such a monumental event, especially regarding the speculative fight card. He clarified that the official fight lineup isn't even close to being finalized, insisting that Dana White has yet to make a decision on who will grace the UFC White House show, and has told reporters he plans on building the fight card next February. This sparked more reactions online, particularly concerning the feasibility of Trump's 8 or 9 championship fights prediction. UFC commentator Joe Rogan openly mocked the idea on his podcast, questioning the logistics and the sheer number of title bouts. Rogan pointed out the mathematical improbability, stating, "First of all, there's only 8 weight classes, so how's there going to be 9 title fights?" He even impersonated Trump in a mocking manner when discussing the BMF title possibly being on the line, calling it kind of a crazy thing. Rogan also voiced serious concerns about security and the challenges of fighting outdoors in Washington, D.C.'s June weather, adding an interesting layer of fighter perspective to the highly anticipated event. He added that it would be a travesty if Jon Jones wasn't on the card, despite White's apparent reluctance to include him. Meanwhile, TKO Group President and COO Mark Shapiro provided a crucial update, confirming that despite the event's grand scale as a spectacle on steroids, there will be no ticket sales for the public. Shapiro acknowledged that this decision will hurt us financially, but quickly pivoted to highlight the unparalleled benefits for brand, reach, engagement, notoriety, press, earned media, and advertiser interest. He emphasized that the event, planned for June 14, 2026, will be a monster for the UFC's global presence. This means the planned crowd of fewer than 5,000 attendees will consist of invited guests undergoing rigorous background checks, reinforcing the exclusive and politically significant nature of this historic White House card. Dana White and Hunter Campbell are reportedly hard at work putting together a sensational fight card, even as the detailed logistics, like replacing the White House lawn sod after the event, are being worked out. Reports now say the UFC is trying to finalize a thrilling welterweight clash between Michael Morales and Jack Della Maddalena for the historic White House event. An insider source said, "My opponent could be Jack Della Maddalena. It could be him, and we're waiting for that," Michael Morales revealed to El Canal del Football. "They just told me a fight could happen, possibly on June 14th or around June." This comes after Della Maddalena recently surrendered his welterweight title to Islam Makhachev at UFC 322, making this a pivotal fight for his comeback. Morales, on the other hand, is undefeated with a string of impressive finishes. This potential matchup could serve as a high-stakes title eliminator for the division. While this exciting bout appears to be materializing, the UFC also has its sights set on other colossal headliners for the June 14, 2026 White House card, which is set to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States. Superstar Conor McGregor has openly expressed keen interest in fighting at the presidential residence, with Dana White acknowledging McGregor's burning desire to be part of the landmark event. McGregor's manager has been linked to the idea of his client participating, and his recent headline-grabbing exchange with Mike Tyson,
where Khabib Nurmagomedov brutally mocked him with "show me how to wrestle," certainly keeps him in the public eye and adds to his drawing power. This latest job from Nurmagomedov is a continuation of their online war of words, which recently saw McGregor accuse Khabib of scamming fans with a digital papaka auction, to which Khabib responded by calling McGregor a liar and even inviting him to a rehabilitation center in Dagestan. Meanwhile, Jon Jones has also been actively pushing for a spot on the House card. However, Dana White has repeatedly expressed reservations about Jones's reliability, citing his past decision to back out of a fight against Tom Aspinall. White has contrasted this with McGregor's consistent willingness to step up, even on short notice, stating that Conor's been that guy who is ready to fight. Another high-profile name, Islam Makhachev, who recently captured the 170 pounds title, has also shown interest. However, his coach, Khabib Nurmagomedov, has voiced concerns, expressing that such a unique venue and event could bring too many distractions, potentially impacting Makhachev's focused preparation. Despite President Trump's ambitious claims of 8 or 9 championship fights for the card, a statement met with skepticism by Dana White and Joe Rogan due to the sheer logistics, White has promised the greatest fight card ever assembled and confirmed he is holding back fights for 6 months specifically for this event. The main card is expected to stream exclusively on Paramount+, with preliminary bouts potentially airing on CBS. The UFC is planning to begin official fight negotiations in February 2026.
The long-standing rivalry between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor continues to ignite the MMA world, with their latest online skirmishes covering everything from digital hats to drug addiction and tax evasion. The fireworks began when Conor McGregor took to social media, accusing Khabib Nurmagomedov of scamming fans with a digital papaka, traditional Dagestani hat, auction. McGregor publicly blasted Khabib on X, writing, "There is just no way good guy Khabib used his late father's name, as well as Dagestani's culture, to scam his fans and fire sell a bunch of digital NFTs online, and then delete all of the content after they were sold, leaving his fans robbed of their money." He continued, "What a shame and a stain on his father's name. Just wow. To scam fans using his father and his country's culture is just so low. Father's plan has now become father's scam. Very sad." This was clearly aimed at undermining Nurmagomedov's public image and business ventures. Nurmagomedov swiftly responded to the NFT accusations on X, calling McGregor an absolute liar and defending the digital collectibles as legitimate digital gifts celebrating Dagestani tradition. The war of words didn't stop there. Nurmagomedov then turned his attention to McGregor's personal life, making an addict claim and extending an invitation to his rehabilitation center. Following McGregor's reported trauma treatment in Mexico, Khabib posted on X, "My count is 56 former drug addicts at my rehabilitation centers in Dagestan that I treated. Come to Dagestan at the Notorious MMA. They'll take care of you here. Mexico didn't help you, as far as I can see." McGregor never went to back down, counterattacked by bringing up Khabib's alleged financial troubles. Referencing reports of Nurmagomedov owing a substantial amount in unpaid taxes to Russian authorities, McGregor posted, "Broke and on the run. If you see him, tell him push-ups for cash." This bitter exchange highlights the deep-seated animosity that still exists between the two MMA titans years after their monumental UFC 229 clash. And speaking of monumental events, the rumor of a UFC White House card is confirmed to be in the planning stages for June 14, 2026. President Donald Trump has been vocal about the event, claiming it will feature 8 or 9 championship fights with an arena for 5,000 to 6,000 spectators on the South Lawn and giant screens for another 100,000 people. While names like Conor McGregor and Islam Makhachev are being discussed, no official fight card has been finalized.
New reports reveal that Islam Makhachev has received a strong warning from his mentor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, regarding his participation in the upcoming UFC White House event. Sources say Khabib is highly concerned about the unclear setup and potential distractions of the unprecedented event, a stance that has ignited immediate discussion among the MMA community and fans. This isn't just a minor advisory. It deeply affects Islam Makhachev's career trajectory and Team Khabib's renowned strategic approach to fight preparation. Speaking to Red Corner MMA, Makhachev detailed how the Eagle expressed significant reservations about him participating in the June 14, 2026 event. Khabib's primary concern, as relayed by Makhachev, is the sheer unpredictability of holding a first-ever UFC tournament at such a politically charged and unconventional venue. He's looking for a calm and controlled environment for his fighters, and the White House event, with its unique setup and inherent political undertones, seems anything but that. Makhachev himself drew a clear parallel to his challenging experience during his first fight against Alexander Volkanovski in Australia. He recounted how the logistical hurdles, extensive travel, and unique preparatory issues surrounding that event made the fight far more difficult than anticipated, impacting his focus and leading to a harder than expected bout. Khabib believes the White House card could present similar, if not greater, unforeseen complications that could easily derail fight week preparations and ultimately performance inside the octagon. It's a consistent philosophy for Khabib, who has previously voiced concerns about events in Abu Dhabi due to the too many factors of distraction present there, emphasizing his team's need for a distraction-free camp. The UFC White House event, envisioned by President Donald Trump for June 2026, aims to celebrate America's 250th anniversary and coincide with his 80th birthday. It's planned as a live, free broadcast with the iconic White House as its backdrop, promising a massive spectacle. Despite the undeniable allure and potential for global attention, Khabib's protective stance underscores his unwavering commitment to his protégé's optimal fighting conditions. While Makhachev, fresh off becoming a two-division champion after his dominating victory at UFC 322 against Jack Della Maddalena, initially expressed interest in fighting on this historic card, his mentor's caution is a significant and likely decisive factor. This protective guidance from Khabib, prioritizing focus and preparation above all else, could undoubtedly reshape Islam Makhachev's immediate fight plans and influence how Team Nurmagomedov approaches such high-profile novel events in the future. It truly highlights the meticulous planning and absolute focus that the Eagle instills in his team, always putting performance and clarity over potential spectacle in unproven venues. The reverberations of this decision will surely be felt across the lightweight and welterweight divisions, affecting potential matchups and rankings as fighters consider the strategic implications of such an event.
The world of MMA is absolutely buzzing as we look beyond the octagon to what promises to be a monumental 2026. The whispers of a UFC event at the White House are no longer just rumors. They've solidified into plans for a historic spectacle. Set for June 14th, 2026, this unprecedented event aims to commemorate America's 250th anniversary, coinciding with President Donald Trump's 80th birthday, who has been a driving force behind this vision. Imagine it, fight fans, a custom-built arena with 5,000 to 6,000 seats gracing the south lawn of the White House, with enormous screens planned for an additional 100,000 spectators in a nearby park. President Trump himself has teased an incredible lineup, hinting at 8 or 9 championship fights, promising some of the biggest matchups in UFC history. We even hear Dana White is actively holding back fights to ensure this card is truly stocked. And if that wasn't unique enough, the weigh-ins are reportedly slated to take place at the iconic Lincoln Memorial. This isn't just a fight night, it's a cultural landmark in the making, set to air live on Paramount+, with preliminary bouts also featured on CBS. Yet, even with such a groundbreaking event on the horizon, the core drama and heated rivalries that fuel this sport remain as intense as ever. Case in point, the endless saga between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. Just recently, the long-standing animosity flared up again online. Following McGregor's boxing techniques display with Mike Tyson, Khabib delivered a brutal jab on social media, reportedly writing, "Show me how to wrestle," a stark reminder of his dominant submission victory at UFC 229 in 2018. This exchange is merely the latest in a relentless war of words. McGregor ignited a firestorm by accusing Nurmagomedov of scamming fans with a digital papaka, traditional Dagestani hat, NFT auction in November 2025, claiming the retired fighter used his late father's name and Dagestani culture to defraud his supporters. Khabib quickly fired back, calling McGregor an absolute liar and defending the NFTs as legitimate digital gifts celebrating Dagestani tradition. Adding fuel to the fire, Nurmagomedov then extended a cynical invitation to McGregor to his rehabilitation center in Dagestan for treatment, making an addict claim after McGregor's return from trauma treatment in Mexico. While the thought of McGregor potentially participating in the White House event is certainly being discussed, as his manager has been linked to the idea, not all fighters are as eager. Nurmagomedov's protege, Islam Makhachev, has expressed significant caution about fighting at such a unique and unproven venue. He revealed that Khabib himself doesn't want him to fight there due to the potential for too many factors of distraction and the lack of clarity surrounding the event's planning, citing similar difficulties during his fight preparations in Australia.
So, as we head into 2026, the stage is set for an unprecedented moment in sports history with the UFC White House event. But make no mistake, beneath the grandeur of this historic spectacle, the personal battles and enduring rivalries, particularly between Khabib and McGregor, are burning brighter than ever, guaranteeing continued headlines and high-stakes drama for months to come. What do you think about today's updates? Should main fighter get title shot rematch fight next? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe for daily MMA updates here at Combat Buzz Daily. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.